so expensive, we're staying at room 13. Usually airy and usually buried, and that's just how my life goes. And I don't ever try to dress to impress. Fuck you, preppy asshole. On the 14th floor where the bathroom door don't lock. So happy we don't gotta worry about the cops. We could all get arrested for this, but when the body is mixed, I don't give a shit tonight. Alright. She walks in the bedroom fast, despite all the noise from the crowd. Now she's bedless on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on a deed and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 121 of Phired Up. Check us out at firedupsports.com. Wouldn't be a Phired Up show without some technical difficulties. It took us a few minutes to get things going. Of course, it's always Dom's fault. I'm gonna throw Dom right under the bus.
There we go.
He had a kid and he forgot how technology works.
There we go.
Joining us as always, Dom Console, Chris Lucia. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
What's
Not
up?
much. Dom, first off, I know he said it to you, last week when he popped on for 5 minutes. Congrats.
Thank you.
How's the transition been to welcoming a baby girl into the world?
I mean, I have a million words and I have no words. Every day's been different.
Yep.
Every day's been different, so it's really hard to pinpoint, anything. So no, but it's been great so far. I mean, it's easily the best thing that's ever happened to me. So, we're just taking it one day at a time.
That's all you can do. Listen, so I mean, the Phillies bats came alive tonight. We'll talk about them. What's the score right now? Is it 10-2? I think
10-2.
10-2. So we'll talk about that a little later. First,
really quick.
Go
really
for it.
quick. This is the first time all three of us have been on in like a month.
It has.
It feels like it's like 3-4 weeks. That's crazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was on vacation, and then you had the baby.
Yep.
And then I had a funeral.
Yes.
Somewhere in there.
Yes.
Yep. Right. It's somewhere in between. Yeah.
It's good to get the band back
It
together.
has been a while. Exactly. It has been. Update. My ribs are feeling a little better. Still in some pain. We'll see.
Mike, just tell everybody the truth. You tried to pull Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. Don't know. It's supposed to be I told you that in confidence.
It's confidential. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we teased it for the last few weeks about we'd start these drafts. But obviously we're going to do it with, one of us missing. So let's do it. The jersey draft. Now, how do you want to determine?
Oh, shit. I got to get my stuff. Get my stuff.
Jesus Christ, Dom.
What percent are you on?
Yeah.
Who would you say?
What percent are you
percentage
on?
is your battery on?
My phone.
You always used to come with a dead phone battery.
21.
Oh, you should be able to make it.
You should be all right.
No. I have a paper. I do this old school. I don't do it on my phone.
Is the paper near you? Go get the paper.
It's literally all right. Give me like
Go
30
get
seconds.
The paper. So unprepared. God,
Man, look how professional he is. He even goes and blocks his camera out.
I know.
I guess if you don't want to see the cat.
His cats aren't jumping in the picture. Comes in, he can't get his mic to work, and then he's not even prepared for the draft we're about to do. So we're doing the jersey draft is our first draft. So how do you think we should determine the order of who goes first, second, or third? Obviously, it's a snake draft. Now, what we could do is...
How did we finish with betting last year on football?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
I think you came in last.
I think you came in last.
Did I come in last?
I think so.
No.
All right, I'm back.
I don't remember what. Okay, Dom. We're trying to think of a way to determine draft order here. Chris was curious if you remember how we came in the betting odds last year. Remember the order?
I don't. I want to say, Mike, you came in last only because you were down most of the year.
I was down most.
But I don't know if you became like a late. You're the one that has that information.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
up.
You
I
keep
don't-
track of it.
I don't have
Did
it.
we? I remember we made a decision. I might have come in last, Mike, because I remember saying you guys should flip a coin.
Yeah,
What was that for that?
There might have been some sort of tie or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we could do to find out the order is like we each pick up a number, and I'll ask Siri or something, pick a number, and if we're close, we're close.
You really
whatever.
thought this one out, huh?
I didn't think it through. It's our first time, all right? First time for everything. So pick a number from 1 to, what do we want to do? 1 to 50?
Sure.
All right, pick a number 1 to 50, Dom.
Do I say it out loud?
No, keep it in your head.
Yeah, keep it in your head.
Well, I don't
So-
know. I don't know if you were ready yet.
Yeah, well, after we all say a number, I'm gonna ask Siri to pick
Okay.
a number.
Okay.
Why don't
1
you do
through
1 to
50.
10? Why
1
don't
to
you
10?
do 1 to 10?
Okay, all right, we can do 1 to 10. All right, that's fine.
I'm gonna go 8.
All right, I'll go 4.
I'll go 1.
Are we doing the
4.
closest?
The closest, no matter what. I don't think
Okay.
it matters if you go over. So what do you have? 8, 4, 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Hey Siri, pick a number from 1 to 10. 9. I don't know why my thing isn't on, but it's 9.
So that's me.
That's
right?
you, yeah. And then I guess I'll go second. And
Yeah,
what pick do you want, Tom? Do you want the first pick or the third? Pick? You get choice here.
I'll go second. I want second.
You want second?
I like
know
second
what?
pick.
I'll go third.
Oh, come on.
I'll pick the third. I'll have the third pick.
God.
And we're doing 5 rounds, so 15 picks total. You don't know. Maybe I'll post it on our Twitter, on our X or Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called now, and have people vote on who had the best draft here. But so Chris, you get the first pick. Dom gets the second. I'll get the third, and we're doing a snake draft, obviously. So Chris,
All
who
right.
do you have with your first pick? What jersey?
I'm going to go with the Vancouver Grizzlies jersey.
You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that your
I thought I was
first
gonna.
pick?
I thought I was gonna get in the second round on the way back. Damn.
Okay. I mean, that's an interesting pick. So which jersey specifically are you going with? The teal?
The teal one.
The teal jersey. Okay.
I thought that was locked up in the second round for me.
That I'll be honest, like that wasn't even on my board. I'll be honest with you.
That's why I thought it was locked up for the second
yeah,
round.
that wasn't even on my board.
Damn. All right. Second pick. I'm gonna go Chargers powder blue.
You motherfucker! That was first on my list. You bastard! That was my first pick.
We're just stealing each other's.
Oh my god, that one's tough. All right, so I got a couple options here. I think I'm gonna go. This might be a little bit of a homer pick. It was third on my board. I'm not even gonna go with the second team on my board, not yet. But with the third pick, I think I'm gonna go the Philly powder blue.
Okay.
Okay.
The Phillies powder blue is my pick here. And then I do have another pick here. So do I just pick my second team? I'll go. Listen, it's very classic. It might be a hot take. I don't know. I'm going the Oakland Raiders.
Okay.
The Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders, not Vegas
Oh,
Raiders.
sorry, the Vegas. They're the same fucking jersey.
Same
I didn't
thing.
know. Well, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't.
I had them
Just
on my
looking
board
for
too.
it.
Yeah, I had them on my board too. I thought you were gonna go somewhere different, and I'm not gonna say what it is, Mike. But I think you're eventually gonna take them. I don't think I'm gonna take this specific jersey, but the one that I think you're gonna go with. So here's my second pick. I'm gonna go with the mid '90s Mighty Ducks.
You motherfucker.
I was just gonna take that.
That's what I thought you were on, Mike.
That was between them or the Raiders. Now, who? What Mighty Ducks jersey are you thinking of? Because does it if you pick the eggplant color jersey, is the white one on the table still, or are we just going?
I don't know. I just
No,
got
I think you'd have to go it all out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say so too.
That whole era.
So okay. That's bullshit. I should have taken that in my second round pick. I didn't think you guys were even gonna think hockey, so I
I got a few.
I figured I could save that till the 4th and 5th round.
Dom, you went in and out on the first one. So what powder blue did you say?
The Chargers.
Okay. All right. So I got back to back.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the purple Toronto Raptors jersey. And I'm going to go with the 90s Islander, like that fuchsia color jersey. that they had going on in the 90s.
The Islanders? Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Fun fact. I think I said this on the show before, not too long ago, maybe like a month or two ago. The Raptors, you know why they chose a raptor for their logo?
You said this on the show before, but I forget why.
Because it was such a hockey town that like they tried to get kids in like the 90s, to watch basketball, the younger kids, so they picked the Raptor. Thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one. All right, so where do I want to go here?
The Raptors one was on my board. It was lower down though, but it was on my board for sure.
I'm gonna go with, because I think they used the same jersey in the 70s and 80s. I'm gonna go the green and yellow North Stars jersey.
Okay, I like it. The North Stars. Let me type this in so I don't have to think about it later. You said the green and yellow.
Yep.
All right, I like it. All right. So for my third pick, well, I guess I got third and fourth pick. So I'm going this. Oh God, which ones do I do? Well, I guess I could do both of them. All right, let's do this pains me to say it, but the Penguin white jerseys from like the 90s, like the Lemieux Yager days, like the logo, like that logo. It's a beautiful jersey.
I hate it so much.
But it's so nice.
I agree. It pains me to say that.
Yeah, they're so nice.
It's
so
like,
much better
it's not
than
as
the
bad
shit they
as
have today.
It's not as bad as saying like the Cowboys, but like it's up there. It's not.
there.
It's not far.
It is.
I thought about it. I couldn't put it on my board though.
Yeah.
It's like not drafting a Cowboy in fantasy football.
Exactly. You just can't do it. My next pick. Oh, do I go with that one or do I go with that one? Oh man. Let's go with, again, another homer pick. I just have to do it. I'm between two picks. I'm gonna go with the homer pick here. The Kelly Green. I got it on the Kelly Green. There you go.
It's on my board, but
yep.
Okay.
So we're in the fourth round here.
Kind of similar to what you did, Mike, with like just the regular Raiders jersey. I'm gonna go with.
Oh no. We're wrapping back, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna kind of go in the same direction with just a basic home jersey. I'm gonna go the Jordan 90s Bulls, regular home white Bulls jersey.
Okay.
I like them better than some of the other stuff that other people might have during that time. Not I don't know if either of you have that on your boards, but
I did not.
Yeah.
No. I did not. All right. So now Chris is up with two picks.
All right, I'm gonna go with the.
These are the last two, right?
Yep.
The John Stockton, Karl Malone, Utah Jazz with the little mountain in the background.
Okay.
The purple one.
Yep.
And I think I'm gonna go with the Houston Oilers baby blue, like the powder baby blue Houston Oilers.
They are nice jerseys. They were on my board further down, but they were on there. So Dom, your last pick here.
Yeah, Chris, those are two really good basketball jerseys. With the Raptors.
Oilers,
no, with the Raptors and the
Oilers are
or three.
not
I'm sorry, three. You have the Grizzlies, the Vancouver Grizzlies, the Raptors, and
the Jazz.
The Jazz. Okay, so I'm in between two right here with one more pick. Do I go basic again, or do I go like little fancy?
Right. That's the question.
I don't think, Mike. I don't think you have either of these.
You'd be surprised.
All right, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go 90 Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. They were not on my board. I did not have them on my board. I'm between two as well.
Should we do one more round?
You want to change up the rules here? One more round?
Should we just? Yeah. I mean, Mike, you had 15 ready.
Yeah. Fuck it. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, 5 times 3 is 15. Assuming everybody, assuming all my picks were picked. I mean, if you want to go 6 rounds, it's our thing. We're allowed to change the rules here. Do you want to do 6 rounds? All right, let's do 6 rounds. All right. So my fifth pick, I'm gonna go with the Broncos Orange Crush.
Okay.
Broncos Orange Crush jerseys, and then I'm between two.
Oh, here we go.
You know what?
We tried to make this easier.
I'm gonna keep things simple. Our first college is going to be off the board. I'm going to go the simple North Carolina basketball jersey. The blue one.
That was the one. That was the one that I thought that was going to be your first round pick. Honestly,
Really?
I remember back in the day how much you liked UNC.
I did. I was a big UNC fan for sure.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was early on. All right. Well, then this is my last pick. Listen, it's super simple, but it's clean. It's iconic. I'm just gonna go the home Dodger jersey.
That was on my list for sure. Yeah.
The white jersey with the Dodger cross in blue.
Yep.
Yep.
Our only second baseball of the draft so far.
All right, and I'm gonna finish it out
Okay.
with the Minnesota Lakers jersey, the MPLS, the powder blue.
The blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Powder blues
Yep.
makes such a nice jersey. We've like 3 or 4 powder blues on here.
Can I read the other ones that I have? I have like 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, I was.
that
I have
had
a few. I have a few as well on the.
I have actually the rest are colleges. Oh, I had the Raiders on there, but Mike, you already took them. I have, and obviously Vancouver, Chris took. I also have the all green Argon Ducks, which are up there for me.
Yep.
And then I have the USC and UCLA jerseys. I love.
Yeah, USC's clean.
Powder
yeah, for
blue
sure.
UCLA.
Yeah, again,
And then
powder blue.
the red USC.
Yep, the red and yellow. Yep.
Yep. I had, the classics, the 2 classics, the Steelers black and yellow, and then the Saints black and gold, were 2 that I had, and then one sleeper that I had on my list was like around the early '90s. I don't know if you guys remember the Florida Marlins alternate jersey with like the teal arms.
Yeah.
Those were nice.
The white. It was like a white pinstripe or something.
Yep.
And then
and then,
with the
teal
vest.
arms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That was on my list.
The Magic, the '90 Orlando Magic.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was nice. Yep.
We could also I do like the black, the '90s Bulls black with the red pinstripe. Not as much as these other jerseys, but another one we could have done Arizona, the Diamondbacks back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The green,
The late '90s, early 2000s. Yeah, purple and green.
purple green.
Don says Supersonics and
Supersonics are great too.
Yep, for sure.
The original Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the red
Yep.
Patriots.
Mm-hmm. That could work.
Yeah,
too.
there's so many.
There are.
We
sure.
should next week do a list of the worst.
draft the
ones.
worst,
Draft
the worst jerseys ever.
Yeah.
do that.
Would like your I guess your first pick would be the worst, right? Like you're trying to go absolute worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Worst
trying to build
lineup.
the worst lineup.
Okay.
Basically. I'm cool with that. We can do the worst. The worst
Sounds good.
jerseys. I'm thinking of like 2 or 3 off the top of my head without even
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Washington's this past weekend with the cherry blossom.
Yeah.
You guys
So I'm
see that?
not
That
going
was
to give up any of my picks. I'm not
awful.
doing any of that.
That I was literally watching the game on Friday and I was like, why do they have roses? And like somebody told me, no, it's a cherry blossom. It's like their state's like whatever,
Yep.
like tree or something. And I'm
Yep.
like, that's not even a state. It's a fucking district.
It's a good point. But to wrap up,
bases loaded.
Dude, the Phillies are crumbling right now with Dylan Covey in.
Real quick, to wrap up the draft, Chris, you had the Grizzlies, the Raptors, the Islanders, the Jazz, the Houston Oilers, and the Minnesota Lakers. Dom, you had the Chargers, powder blue, the Mighty Ducks, the North Stars, green and yellow, then Jordan Aaron Bulls, whites, the '90 Seahawks, and the home Dodgers, whites. Surprised nobody said the Cardinals, whites. Those are clean too. I had the Phillies powder
Baseball?
blue, the Oakland. Yeah. St. Louis Cardinal. Yep. I had the Phillies powder blue, the Oakland Raiders, the Penguins whites from like the '90s, Eagles Kelly green, Broncos orange crush, and the North Carolina basketball.
I'm
UNC
surprised
jerseys.
none of us had, and I thought about it too late. The Oakland A's. I think they have some really nice jerseys too.
They do. I don't disagree with that, but they're far down my.
I'm surprised the
board
01
there.
Sixers, Black Sixers didn't make a
Yeah.
appearance.
There's so many.
Hot take. I'd argue the jerseys now are better. Like I like those black jerseys, but I think the jerseys now look nicer. If that makes sense. Like I think
The blue
the
ones.
black. Yeah. Like I think the black ones have like the more nostalgia factor because like it's the era of Sixers basketball that like we all grew up with and all that. But like, I think the jerseys now you could argue are better jerseys.
I'm just, and it's much like the Phillies and the Eagles. Like, I'm just kind of, maybe not the Eagles so much, but more so the Phillies. Like, I'm just kind of over it. Like, it's just, I've seen it for so long.
Redo it.
I don't know. Yeah, do something. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I agree. I think they're really nice. It's just, let's do something different.
Yeah. Fair. Where do you guys want to go? Eagles, Phillies?
Let's go Phillies. Let's talk a little baseball first.
Okay. 10-4 right now. Who basically nobody out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just turned it on.
Yeah, I
Jeff
think
Hall from the
Hoffman
pitcher. Okay.
just came in.
Yep, he did.
I like
Well,
Hoffman.
it's 10-2. You should shut it off. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, I shut it off when I came to jump
Yeah.
live.
No, I know.
I'd rather turn on after that or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean that's a game you have to just finish. It shouldn't be this close in the ninth.
Yeah,
I mean, a
and
ground
you're
ball
also
gets them out of it.
burning, Yeah, but you're burning arms right now, like
No, I know. I understand.
for no reason. Like,
But
Let's be
one pitch ground ball, it's a double play. You got 2 outs. You give up 1 run. I mean,
True, no, for sure. But like, let's be honest. This Giants team isn't good.
well,
they don't have any. They don't have star power on their
They
team.
really don't.
they're cheaters. That's why.
They're cheaters.
Yeah.
Why, are they cheating?
If you look back to Gabe Kapler's first, I think it was his first year there. Brandon Belt hit like 30 homers. Brandon Crawford hit like
Yeah.
20 homers. Then
remember
I think there's a little bit of cheating going on there. I'm just kidding.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, I guess.
Why couldn't he cheat
Well-
here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he tried, and
Yeah,
they just
maybe.
weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Or
Still.
did the Phillies get caught cheating recently? Like while
Under
Gabe was
Kapler?
here? It might have been
Sure.
under. It might have been under Girardi with the guy in the outfield with the.
Who was before Kapler? I can't think of it.
McCannon or Ryan
McCann-
Sandberg?
No, it was McCannon. Yeah, you're right. Because Sandberg was before him, and then he
Right.
quit
Yeah.
in the middle of the year.
Yep.
Yeah. Who I saw a ton of tonight on camera. I don't. Sorry, am I behind?
Nice. Sorry, I just probably ruined it for both of you.
I'm at 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, I mean, I'll
at
just say that's
1-2,
better than a ground ball.
Okay, triple play.
No, that would be nuts.
Unassisted triple play to end the game.
That'd be crazy. Nobody's
Yeah,
got
no
dead
runs
air.
scored.
I'll let you guys watch.
Okay, there you
Let
go.
you guys watch the play.
Well, it is a double play.
Yeah, well, ground ball scores are on that.
I got you.
I mean,
I-
did I say double play? I meant ground ball double play.
You may have. I don't know.
And
So
Okay.
the Bryce Harper inside of the Parker was fun to watch, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
You
don't.
guys saw it, right?
I was worried they were going to call that an error on.
Dude,
field.
they've been so like lax
Yeah,
when it comes to like scoring. You had to give that the home run. Like,
And
no
and there's
error
no
there.
there's no such thing as errors anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they hardly ever call errors. I was surprised that the Trey Turner, it was called an error in like the 7th, 8th inning, whenever that was.
Yeah, that
Maybe
double
even
that he
earlier than that.
scored.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
Yeah, he's such
yeah,
a good
Phillies
center
win.
fielder.
Yeah, I like Rojas a lot.
Oh, for sure. He's so like just steady and calm out there in center.
He had a triple, right?
I
Yeah,
know
he did hit a
Sosa
triple.
had a triple. Did he?
He did
Yeah.
hit a triple.
What did
yeah,
Sosa had a home run and a triple his first two at bats? What did he do since?
yeah.
I think
I
he
assume he
went
didn't get
0
a
for 2
cycle
after
or
that.
I heard about it.
yeah, I
0
think
for
he
2
went
after
0
that.
for 2 after that too.
Damn.
I mean,
he got
it's
the
all
two
right.
hardest ones.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of, who we talking about, but what's up with Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Up 11-1, and he has a single away.
All he needs
And
is
then
a
he
single
gets
for
a
the
double.
cycle, and he legs out a double.
I mean, listen, I want that. I take that guy on my team.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, listen,
but-
we need as many bases as we can get.
He was
I
going
don't
to
care
get.
about
He was
me.
going to be. I think Mike said he'd be the youngest of all time to ever do
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
If he would have got it.
Yeah, then I'd probably do it. Then I'd probably stay at first. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Just pretend to fall.
Right, yeah. Slip as you're round the
Oh, my hammy.
Yeah. So, but what do we think about the Phillies right now? I mean, they're since the All-Star break, they haven't played great teams, and they're like I think they're now 20-16 in the last 36.
They beat good teams, and they lose to bad teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can't seem to put Washington away for some reason.
No.
Well, thank God they're over. Like, they don't have to play them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pathetic showing at the Little League Classic on national TV. Pathetic showing.
They almost came back.
Yeah. But you gotta wait until the 9th inning. Like, where are the bats at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, I hear you guys. Yeah.
listen, hot take. This might not be a hot take. I tweeted about this. The Little League Classic should be played on a Little League field. Pure chaos.
All right. On to real discussions.
that is a real discussion.
All right.
And then you could have like
I ignored your tweet just like I'm going to ignore you on here.
Listen, I was having a conversation with the Love and Pain guys about this. Like, you could have all funky rules, right? Like, if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. Or
in the middle of the season.
That's fine.
Right.
That's what makes it wacky.
Then it becomes soccer when you have like friendly matchups, like, and it just
that's fine. That's because it makes it wacky. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like,
and then when the Phillies lose, you come up here on a Monday night and you bitch about it.
Listen, instead of walks, if you walk a guy, send out a 12-year-old little leaguer to throw it at bat to the guy. I'm just at your DH.
So, Chris, how was your day?
Hold on. I'm trying to fix baseball here. Your DH instead of the
one
DH.
that hates the pitch clock too.
I don't hate the pitch clock.
Don't you hate it? Didn't you hate it at the beginning of the year?
He hated it at first. But just like everybody else, we adjusted. I said.
Listen, no DH. Instead of the DH, you have a 12-year-old. Like, imagine a 12-year-old at bat getting 97-mile-an-hour fastballs blown past him by Zach Wheeler.
You might as well have the pitcher bat then. It's the same thing. It's probably even worse.
You know what? You guys just don't like fun. I'm trying to fix the sport of baseball here. It's just one game a year. Just
you know what? I think one game a year, the worst team in baseball should have to play the Savannah Bananas.
You know what? I'm on board with that. I like who wins, the Savannah Bananas or the Oakland Athletics? Who wins? Or the Kansas City Royals? Who's worse?
Oakland Athletics win that game.
Yeah, by far.
You think so?
But they had to do backflips too, though, like the actual A's.
Who's worse? You think the Royals or the A's? They're pretty damn close.
The A's, I think, are worse.
Yeah.
Me too.
At least the Royals try. Like they at least they have a star. You know?
That's fair.
Who is their star?
Bobby Witt's unbelievable.
Yeah, Witt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salvador Perez is still a pretty damn player.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm talking about like a young phenom,
true.
like gonna take over the league soon.
Yeah, well, there was one of those in Tampa Bay, and then he has to go chasing 14-year-olds.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. That's such a crazy story.
So
like, apparently there's multiple too. Like, apparently there's another girl that came out about him. Like, he might never play in Major League Baseball ever again.
No, he's never gonna play again. He's gonna go to jail.
It's possible, unless like things are like normal in the country wherever he's from. I don't know.
But that's where he's getting in trouble.
Where?
In the Dominican Republic.
Oh,
no.
Right.
He's getting in trouble in his country.
Right. Yeah.
He's never gonna play again.
No. Unless he somehow proves that it was wrong, but like if you're putting him on leave like that, like there's smoke to that fire.
Well, and that's what I mean. He'll never play again if it's true.
Smoke, I mean, right? Yeah, no, I agree. And it's crazy. I mean, how old is he?
Yeah,
he's,
I mean,
22. 22.
Yeah, not even 20. Yeah, 22 years old, and he's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to bring it up, like just because of domestic violence, but Bauer was found innocent too, right?
Yep. And he got jettisoned to fucking Japan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's having a great time over there, but
I think he's been really good. Like late, I think he had a rough like first couple outings, but I think once he settled in, I thought he was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
how about the dude from the Cubs a few years ago, Russell? Is that who it was? He played shortstop. Baez played second.
Russell?
Addison Russell. He got some domestic shit there, and he tried to make a comeback, and he just couldn't. It's tough.
Yeah, not all of you could be the Phillies with Odubel Herrera.
I was about to say, but yeah, the Phillies kept Odubel for 6 years.
Continue to bring him back.
Yeah.
MLB literally gave you an out of his contract.
Right. What? Nah, we need him. We really need him.
Was he on the roster last year, or was that the year before? I think
he
it'd be
might
so-
have been
that'd
last
be-
year. I think
that
he was on the minor
that
league
would-
roster last year.
I'm on the Phillies, like, because he was
don't
up here for
remember.
like a few weeks, and then they decided to just like, all right, we're done with him. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of last year.
It might have been.
How funny is that?
Here, I'm looking right now.
And I mean, he's got the domestic shit in the past, and
Yeah,
like if he was good, okay, I can
Yeah,
see
he
one. I
was
can
on the
understand.
2022 team.
Yeah,
yeah.
and like if he was
got a ring.
good, teams can justify keeping that guy around. He stunk, and they still kept him around way too long after all that shit.
You think they mailed him a ring?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I've said it before. I think NL rings are dumb, but whatever.
I agree with that,
I
actually.
think it's dumb. Like rings
Yeah.
are reserved for championships.
Yeah, I also agree. I concur.
I
Just
couldn't
like
care
the
less. Either way,
Yeah, I wouldn't want an NFC championship ring either.
Right,
Don't
like
even waste
give if you want to give us the trophy to keep in the clubhouse or at the state, whatever. But like I'm not wearing a ring because I made it to the World Series. Like I lost. I lost. I don't know.
but they didn't get a ring to make it. They got not because they made the World Series. In hindsight, it's definitely
That's
for
what it
both
is.
reasons. No, I know, but it wasn't. Here's a ring for making the World Series. It's here's a ring for winning the NL. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, but that's
It's the same. I understand. It's the same thing in but it doesn't say here's second place for the World Series. It's here's first place for NL. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you lost in the World Series. Why are you getting a ring?
I because they won the NL. That's what I'm
But you
saying.
lost in the World Series.
But they didn't get the ring for losing in the World Series. That's what I'm saying. They got the ring because they won the
prematurely got a
NL.
ring. Yeah.
Prematurely got a ring. Yeah, that they won that ring before they made the World Series. That's what I'm saying. If you're arguing that they
Yeah, but
shouldn't get a ring
you're not,
for
you're not a champion if you win the NL. You're just not.
NL champion, yes, you are.
You're not a league.
You're not the
champion.
MLB champion.
Exactly.
But they're not
But you're
MLB
still a
championship
champion.
rings. They're NL champion rings. They're not.
I think it's dumb.
Listen,
give,
if you-
give
if you-
division rings out for that matter. Yeah, you won the NL East. Here's the fucking ring. Have fun.
If you sit here and say that the NL championship ring is dumb, fine. That's perfectly fine.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, you're saying the second place World Series ring is stupid. It's not a second place World Series ring.
Technically, that's not what
No.
it is. That's what I'm calling it.
But that's not what it is.
Semantics.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
It's an NL ring. It's an NL champion ring. It doesn't say second place second place in the World Series ring. It says first place NL.
I understand what that says. But why do I want a ring when I didn't win
That's-
the World Championship?
Because they didn't get the ring for losing the World Series. They got the ring for getting there. They won these rings when they
ask you
beat
a
the
question.
Padres.
Let me ask you a question. Say you were on the 2022 Philadelphia Phillies, right? And you get this ring, and you lose to the Astros. What they lose in 6 games, right? Are you
Right.
ever wearing your NL championship ring ever in your life?
Listen, like I said, if you think it's stupid to get an NL ring, that's
I do.
fine.
I think it's dumb.
Great. But that's not what you're saying it is. You're saying they lost the World Series, so they got a ring.
You're arguing
They-
semantics.
How am I arguing semantics?
Cause it's just what I'm calling it. Like I understand it's because you made it to the, or because you won the NL. But like it's a ring for here. You made it to the World
But dude,
Series.
they didn't. The reason they got it the following year was because they couldn't get it going into the World Series. It doesn't work like that.
Well, of course, yeah. No, I get
Okay,
it. You gotta get these
but
things made. but,
They
like,
won the ring before they played the Astros. That's what I'm
I'm-
saying.
Yes, it is a here you got to the World Series ring.
It's
Mike, how'd you
technically
feel about
sure.
Mike? How'd you feel about the Fanatic bat last night?
I loved the bats last night. I'll be honest.
Did you-
I thought
did
they were
you
badass.
Did you actually? I thought you might hate Harper.
No. Like that's yeah. No, like first of all, I love the number 2 pencil bat. I thought that was awesome.
There were a few of them that had that. Like they
Yeah.
didn't. I think Stockton only used it, but I think Harper and Bohm both had the pencil bat.
Bohm's, I love this place. Bat was pretty cool. Harper had one. I don't remember if he used it or not, but it was wrapped in like red and it had like his kids' names on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool looking.
He had a Vegas one too. I think him and Stop
Yep.
both had Vegas ones.
No, I think it's cool. Like I don't know if I would like it if they did that like every game or whatever, but I think like the one-off like event type thing. I think it was fun. I think it made it fun.
I didn't know if you
It-
were gonna appreciate
pandering?
Fanatic. Yeah,
I mean, okay, can I talk about pandering for a second now that we're on the subject and we're talking about Bryce Harper? He knows he doesn't have to do it anymore, right? He doesn't have to pander anymore. Like, I'm not even talking about the Philadelphia Fanatic bat, but when they do the little cutscenes for the Little League Classic and they're asking all these players, who's one person you'd like to meet, and Bryce Harper goes, "I've already met him," and points to his shirt of the Philly Fanatic. That's a little far. I'm just saying.
You hate having fun, man. You really do.
I don't even have fun. I just try to fix the Little League Classic and fix the MLB by, having 12-year-olds throw,
that
Bryce
makes
Harper
sense.
batting practice. That's fun. I'm just saying.
What happens if a 12-year-old goes up there and throws a pitch to Bryce Harper
And
and he
gets smoked.
whips one back in the head, a line drive right to the head?
I didn't say it was safe. I'm here for the entertainment of the people.
That would be pretty entertaining.
It would be. That's what I'm saying. The pitch might be so slow. He might whiff on it. Let's be honest. I'm just saying.
Are you excited that Gabe's back in town though, Mike?
Yeah. I'm meeting up with him coffee tomorrow night. So yeah, we're
Dude, what a jerk off!
nah.
What a jerk off!
Scotch. I'm meeting up at the bar to have a couple
What-
of scotch with him.
What a jerk off to have that fucking watch that he wears, that gold watch that he walks in. He thinks he's so fucking cool.
Oh,
He's
he
a
does
dork.
things. He does.
He's a dork.
I don't know that I use the term dork.
He's a dork.
He might be a tool, but like a dork. I don't know if
He's a
dork.
tool, a dork.
A drain.
I think Gabe Kapler definitely loves himself from some Gabe Kapler for sure.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
You think you walk by like the mirror and he just like flexes and like, oh yeah,
100%. 1,000%.
Welcome to
Did
the
I
gun
ever
show.
tell you guys about? Do you guys know about the ice cream with him? You ever heard of this?
I think you did tell us this. I don't.
The only thing I
remember.
know about ice cream is the Doug Peterson.
Okay,
this-
so
Is this where he like tastes it and spits it out?
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
yeah,
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 That's
yeah,
fucking.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a psycho move. It's a psycho move. Psychotic. You
It's like
can't
going
trust
to the
those
World
people.
Series and getting a ring to lose.
Basically, exactly.
I knew Chris would
you're
like that
getting-
one.
You're getting a little flavor, but you're not doing anything with it. Like, you know what, Tom? That's the best analogy you've ever had on the
Yep.
show.
Yep.
Oh God, it's been good. It's good having you guys back together. Having us all back together. Anything else with the Phillies? We want to move on here.
I'm glad Marsh is back.
Yep, hasn't done much since he's been back, but it's only been a day or two.
Yeah, I think he came back yesterday. And did you see who the Phillies? Did you guys watch the game? Who the Philly of the week is?
I watched bits and
no.
pieces of yesterday, but I didn't see
Is,
that.
the Philly of the week is Jake Cave.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, sure, Ray Cave.
who
Jake
they-
Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I hate to bring him up, but like I know they got the win today, and other than like 2 pitches, he was pretty solid. But like Aaron Nola just loves giving up home runs, doesn't he? I think after tonight, he's 3rd in the league in home runs allowed.
Dude, he surpassed his number from last year like a month ago.
yeah, they just said that. Yeah, he's at 28 this year.
Yep.
Yeah. What was that, like 25 last year or something like that?
He's 27.
27? Okay.
Yeah, so he's unbelievable. Is the at least he's doing it with like tonight with no one on. Where you
Right.
Yeah, and he got run support too.
Yeah, but like the dude just I don't know. I don't know if it's just he's an unlikable guy anymore. Like I just don't like him. I have like no happiness when I see him coming to pitch.
Yeah.
But I think the only like optimism I have with him is like it's only 1 inning, you know? It's not like it happens like it's not like he has 3 bad innings. Like he'll come out, it's usually the 2nd or 3rd time around the order. Like it's usually like the 3rd, 4th inning that he starts to struggle. Obviously tonight it was a little earlier, right?
Yeah. Well, the first
First
inning.
inning.
First inning. I missed
was
I missed the first inning, but
But I feel like this year, years in the past, yeah, it's been 1 inning. This year, I feel like it's been more than just 1 inning.
I don't know, man.
I feel
He
like
gives
once
up.
he gets around the lineup once.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's the 3rd, 4th, 5th inning every single time. He just because he doesn't change it. He doesn't change it up.
Yep.
He sticks to what is successful in the first few innings, and with major league teams, they adjust. You have to
Yep.
adjust.
100%. So, do they sign him next year? I mean, I feel like we've had this conversation kind of all season, but
I
is he
think they
Philadelphia
have
Philly next
to.
year?
I
Yeah.
think they have to.
I guess it really depends. I mean, you know, Yeah, I don't know. Because what number are you comfortable with the Phillies bringing him back at?
Dude, I don't know.
Right.
I try to think about. I really don't know. And
5 years, 120 million.
I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Nola signs like a 1 or 2 year prove it deal to try to get his numbers better. Like if the money.
I
isn't
tweeted
there.
that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I tweeted that. I mean, I think I said, are we all in agreement that Nola signs a 1 year prove it deal, whether it's here or somewhere else? I don't know where that is.
Because he is the worst.
But I think that's the best.
Worst season he's ever had in his career. Like
I think that's the best thing for him and for a team that's going to sign him, because if he goes out and he has a great year, then he'll get money. Like he'll get years and money. But
yeah.
What's he, 30?
Is he even that? Probably
29, 30.
In 2014?
2014, but he was a college player.
So he's 22 in 2014. So
I'm not sure. He might have been younger.
31.
Okay.
No, he's 30.
I was just say I think he only pitched 3 years in college. So
Yeah.
he was like 21. He came up at 22.
Yeah, he's 30. So
Yeah, if I'm him though, I think I'm taking anybody that. I think I'm going anywhere that's giving me stupid money.
Yeah, but what if you're Nola?
Yeah, he's going there, but
if I'm Nola and I'm coming out and somebody says like, all right, here's 3 years or here's 4 years and 60 million, I think I'm going to go sign the 1 year 25.
Sure, I agree.
Prove it.
But if somebody gives him big money, if somebody gives him 5 years, 130 million, you go and take that.
Yeah, if it's like Kansas City, like he's packing his bags.
And that's the thing, is I don't think Nola's been as bad as we think he's been, or like as a franchise, or like as a fan base rather. There are some teams out there though that will say like he's been good enough. Like maybe I don't know if it is Kansas City, because I think it's going to be more of a team like.
I have a team in mind, and
okay.
After what their owner said today, I don't think it'll happen because the ownership's a fucking disgrace down there. But I think Baltimore could work.
It's possible. I'm trying to think of a team.
Did you hear what the owner said today or yesterday? Whatever. I don't remember if it was today or yesterday.
I saw that what did he say?
So he said something along the lines of, "It's going to be really hard to keep this young core without substantially raising ticket prices because we just can't. We're not going to be able to afford all these guys."
Yeah, he plays himself. Yeah,
like this is what you've tore it down to build. Yeah, right. This core of great young players, and now you're saying we're not going to be able to keep all these guys.
They've probably already made everything back so far this year because they're the best team, second best team in baseball right now.
Right.
Like it's like the Harper contract. Like everybody, oh my God, 13,330. Like they made that back in the first weekend that Harper was here.
Yeah.
Let alone they just went to a World Series, and made 70 billion or whatever. Well, not really 70 billion, but
probably
all this money. Yeah, like so you make that ship. If Baltimore makes the playoffs, stop.
Yep. And they're cruising to a playoff spot this year.
Right. Not if they make when they make the playoffs. Right.
Yeah.
If they make a deep run, I mean, stop.
I mean,
that fan base has been waiting.
Oh, 100%.
And they're deserving too. That's a fan base where I wouldn't mind them winning.
Even a franchise
too.
They're
fun.
Yeah, they built, man. Like they did it the right way. Like they did it like the '08 Phillies, the Howard Utley, Rollins, drafting Hamels, drafting guys, and then you'll see them in the next few years.
They did something. Sorry to cut you off. They did something different than the Phillies. But like the Phillies called those guys up at like 26.
Right.
Like these guys are all young. Like Rushman's like what, 21? Like.
Yeah.
Right. But they're kind of in the like 06, 07 range of what the Phillies were. Like, I don't know if they win this year. If they do, that's great. I don't know if they win, unless it's against the Phillies. But if they win this year, I mean, I don't really see that happening. But like,
what was in 06, 07? What was the Phillies' record? Because the Baltimore Orioles are probably going to shatter that.
Yeah.
No. I know.
Yeah.
But getting to the playoffs is a lot. Like playing in the playoffs is a lot different than the regular season.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just kind of see that like. All right, well, in a year or two, we're going to sign free agents. We're going to bring guys in. We're going to make trades, and then we're going to build. Because that's the way. Especially, I mean, baseball's not really like that anymore. It's all free agents now, so it's very rare. It's very organic and very like. It's so good to see teams built through a draft and then bring in free agents.
There's really only few teams that do it. Seattle
doesn't bring in free agents. Like Seattle doesn't bring in free agents. Tampa doesn't bring in free agents either.
Right.
Tampa, Miami, they draft so well, and then every 5 years they just trade, and then they draft so well, and then they trade.
Well, it doesn't sound like Baltimore's going to sign free agents either because they're talking about not even keeping their own guys.
They're gonna have to. I think
Yeah,
that was.
yeah.
I think what he was doing is preparing the fan base for ticket prices to be.
Ticket prices, beer
Yeah.
prices. Yeah, absolutely.
He was just. That's him going and saving face, saying because like I'm sure they're gonna get people out there saying like raise the prices. We don't care, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay, well you guys wanted this. It's cool.
Right.
Well, and they've been.
I agree with that.
And they've been so bad for so long that like ticket prices probably at one point got to an all-time like low. Like they were probably super low and super cheap. So now, I mean, yeah, with a good product, the prices are going to raise.
Dom,
Right.
you
It's
went
kinda
out there,
obvious.
right? How much was it when
Last
you went
year.
out there? Yeah.
$24 maybe a
Yeah.
ticket, and I was 3 rows from the field.
Were you really?
Yeah,
And
Yep.
but Rushman was there
against
at
the
that
Red
point,
Sox.
right? Rushman
No,
was
he
there.
didn't come up yet. He didn't.
Oh, he
this
wasn't up
was
yet. Okay.
he came up in like May or June. I went in April of last year.
Right. 'Cause
So
I
and they
imagine
played the Red Sox.
Right. Well, I imagine the guy like Rushman probably got the buzz around that
Yeah.
stadium a little more. More people went.
Yeah,
raised-
I think
raised
they
the
were
price a little bit,
24 a piece plus taxes. It was like $30
probably. Okay.
to sit 3 rows from the in left center or right center. I'm sorry.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm curious what they are now. I was gonna look, but I don't have time.
yeah, I don't know. I could see Nola going there. I could see Nola going to a team like maybe like Boston or like a team that's just like good enough.
Texas screams to me.
Yeah,
The
but that
Rangers
depends.
just-
Do they keep the guys that they have already? Like Perez, I think is Perez still there? Martin Perez.
Yeah, Martin Perez.
Like
So-
does he go back? Like a guy
real
like
quick.
him.
Real quick to
Mhm.
cut you off. Sorry. To get into the stadium, Baltimore. This is August 22nd. What's that tomorrow? August 22nd. Toronto Blue Jays at Baltimore Orioles. The first place Orioles. The cheapest seat. Again, it's nosebleeds, but the cheapest seat, $13.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Phillies. The night that they threw the no hitter, ticket. The cheapest ticket was $9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could still
Yeah.
get in on that.
You could
Yeah.
sit behind. You could sit behind home plate. This is basically like what's it called? The Diamond Club at Citizens Bank. It's basically the Diamond Club. $77 at the Orioles game.
It's because they're good and that's the thing is like they're selling out not selling out every night, but they're probably close to it. I mean they're selling tickets. So like remember the '08 Phillies? Like it was like $10 to go see them, like
Yep.
to go go in the standing room. So like it's if you sell out every night, the tickets will be somewhat cheaper,
Yep.
like on a regular basis.
Yep. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead now.
No. I forgot what I was saying anyway. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
was
It's something about
too busy
Nola.
Googling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Nola.
You were I said Texas. You said Martin
Yeah.
Perez.
Yeah, that Texas I guess could be an option. It's just I think they have a lot of money going
Milwaukee.
to like. Well, they have their 3 guys, so I think he's got to go somewhere where he'll be like a number 2 kind of guy, but get paid like a
Yankees?
number 1.
The Yankees could work.
You have Garrett Cole, Severino. I think is a free agent at the end of the year. It's
Severino's been
possible.
dog shit this year.
Well, yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but
I got a hot take.
um,
Padres with his brother.
Okay.
they've
Interesting.
invested so much money in such like mediocre pitchers.
Yeah.
So it's possible. Yeah. I'm thinking like somewhere like Baltimore, Boston, maybe even like you said, San Diego.
I mean, he likes to pitch in warm weather. Like
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah.
proven.
I mean, could you see him going to a place like Tampa?
No.
Well, it's a
No?
dome for starters.
Yeah, right. True.
So it's 72 degrees every day.
Exactly. No cold. There's no cold down there.
Well, until you, well, yeah, I guess. But
Yeah, but then you have to
Yeah.
play the AL East, so you're
maybe in
Sure.
Arizona. Maybe in Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona might be a good spot for him.
Young, up and coming team. Could work.
Yep.
Could work.
But I guess Texas would work too, because like you said, like he likes that like swampy, like
Yep.
hot August.
What's the
So-
deal with DeGrom? He's out all next year, or what's the deal with him?
I have no idea.
Did he get
Yeah.
Tommy John? Was that Tommy John?
I think I think so.
I know McClanahan
Yeah.
for Tampa just is getting it or got it, so he's
Did you
out
see
all
that?
next year
That-
too.
That's like their 4th Tommy John surgery in like
Yeah.
3 years.
It's not
Tampa
good.
Bay Rays.
That,
No.
like you've got to like figure that out.
yeah. At
that's an
point,
issue.
it's
That's a
yeah,
problem.
it's an issue. It's like 4 and 3 years. Like that shouldn't happen.
Right. And he's arguably a top 5 pitcher, like
he's a great
top
pitcher.
10 pitcher.
Yep.
So
Great pitcher.
Not to mention, you have the most injury-prone guy in Zach Eflin on your rotation too. So
he's been really good this year, though.
I know,
yeah.
but like, if you're not doing a great job with injuries,
Yeah. But that's the thing. When he was here, it's like these all these athletes, just baseball, football, hockey, whatever, baseball, football, all these sports. It's in the water. It's just Philly water. Like these guys go somewhere else and they play forever.
Sorry, I was reading up on Jake DeGrom because we're talking about him. That he probably won't be expected to rejoin the Texas rotation until midsummer 2024.
that's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's next year.
it's the middle of next year. Yeah,
Is it Tommy John though?
it is.
Because Tommy John's usually
Yep.
like 18 months.
They're saying 12 to 14.
Okay, maybe because he's had it before.
Unless you're Bryce Harper and you're back in
Well, pitching's different.
4 months.
Pitching's different.
Yeah, we're not seeing Andrew Painter until he's either
Yeah.
traded or
Yeah, we'll see him when he's 27 years old.
yeah.
on the Angels with Moniak.
We'll all have
Yeah.
another kid by the time we see Andrew Painter.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'll be working on my 7th at that point.
Mike and Kier plus 8.
Yeah. Jesus, don't even get me started there. You got me sidetracked now. Do you want to talk Eagles?
Your
Let's talk
nightmares.
Eagles. Let's talk Eagles. I got nothing else. Yeah, exactly. My nightmares. Let's talk Eagles. Before we get into that, I played it last week. I'm gonna play it again. Don from Drunk on Broad gave us a nice little clip to promote the network. So let's throw that over to him.
We are part of the Phired Up Sports Network of shows. Please check out other Phired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Phired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
All right, so Eagles. I'll be honest. Like I don't think how much of the games did you guys watch? Of the
I
game against the
watched the Browns game. I watched the first quarter.
I want to say so. I had the whole first half on. I didn't actually sit down and watch every single play.
Dude, preseason football is so unwatchable. It's not.
It's
even fun.
terrible. It's horrible. They
It's
shouldn't do it
awful.
anymore.
They
They've created it. The NFL has done this.
Yep. Yeah.
They've created
Like
it.
I like
Yes.
you're excited for football to come back. You want to sit down. Oh, football's finally gone. I'm going to watch Eagles game tonight, and I want to. It's like watching paint dry. I want to shut it off.
90% of this team's not. 90% of these guys aren't making the team anyway.
Right.
That's the worst part of it. At least back in the day, even when I say back in the day, I mean 3 years ago, 2 years ago. At least you got to the first game, okay, we get to watch a drive of our starting quarterback, and then the second game it was all right, at least we get to watch
a quarter.
3, yeah, 3 drives, a quarter. Then it was the third game was all right, at least we get a half.
Yep.
And now it's just you're lucky you even get to see your second quarterback play, a few snaps. It's I think when what has been suggested the last few years, and I think it might work. They should just do joint practices and
I agree.
and just
Televise
televise them. Yeah,
Yep.
because
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's
Yep.
the exact same thing.
I totally agree.
They could put the pads on. You can hit just like a preseason game. Have a real practice and just televise it for an hour and a half instead of sitting here feeding us slop for 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's just bad. I mean I know the reason they do it. It's all the money
But they'll make money with the practices too.
Yeah, they will. They'll make more. Probably.
Look how much. Look how much the Eagles. So, and I'm not saying you're not saying this, but I'm just saying in general. Look how much the Eagles practice brought out people. Let alone
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
you can have people come to the practice. You can televise it. Everybody will watch it the same
Yeah.
way that they'll watch a preseason game. At least I get to watch Jalen. You know what I mean? At least I get to watch AJ Brown. At least I get to watch Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. These guys in the preseason game, there's none of them will play a snap,
No.
and that's the whole league.
I don't even think Jalen played a snap last year, did he not? Or maybe
I don't
maybe
believe so.
No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he?
Was it a drive maybe in the
I
whole
think he
entire
played one
preseason?
drive. Yeah, because I remember you talked about at the beginning, bubble wrapping him.
Well, I think that he's at a different point in his career now than he was last preseason. Last preseason, I didn't think he
Show it.
earned, he didn't earn it. I think with his season last year, okay, I don't really have any questions about Jalen Hurts. I'm fine with him sitting out, and because I've seen what he is. So
Yeah,
I
right,
think it's a totally different situation.
And it's the whole league. It's not just the Eagles. Like Russell
Totally.
Wilson's the only guy that I think has played. Right?
Rodgers is playing this week. Rodgers
Is he playing this
Yeah.
week? I
That's
mean,
what I
so
heard.
far. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Baker
mean,
Mayfield is. I mean, I know he's fighting for.
But
a
he's
spot
yeah.
now.
he's fighting for a spot. Like, that's a battle, I think.
right? Because I heard Kyle Trask has been, or is that his name? Kyle Trask.
Trask.
Yeah,
He,
Yeah.
he's been really good so far. But that's the thing. It's kind of like the Mariota thing. Like all these people that are like so worried about like Marcus Mariota. Like dude, he's going up against he's throwing to like guys that aren't even gonna make the practice squad. Like he's getting
Yeah, but at the same
offensive-
time, he's playing against those guys.
Sure.
that suck
No,
too. Like,
absolutely.
He still looks awful.
Yeah, but if you're pressured every single time
That's true,
by
yeah.
by guys that are going to be working at Popeyes next week, like protecting for you, like of
Yeah.
course you're not going to time to throw. Like if he was listen,
But with those same players, or you could argue even worse players, why does Tanner McKee look better?
because Tanner
Tanner
McKee actually might be better. that's
Yeah,
what I'm
he-
saying. Like you know,
Tanner McKee's also he's going to stay in the pocket.
Right, pocket
He's
passer.
tall.
for
He's
sure.
big.
right? And he
And
actually
by
might be
that
better.
point- and also at that point, you have third string corners in, and maybe the Eagles' third string wide receivers are much better than the whatever team they're playing third
Yeah.
string corners.
Yeah, it's possible. Do you think they carry 3 quarterbacks?
I don't think you let this kid go.
I
don't
think
so.
Tanner McKee is going to have a mysterious injury pop up.
Yeah.
I do.
Because if you put him on the practice squad, somebody's scooping him.
Oh yeah,
I think.
he's not going to
Yeah.
make it past. He won't clear.
Oh
he's
shit,
not
my
good.
hamstring. The second time's in the show.
something- Yep.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Hey Fletcher, when you walk into the shower, accidentally
Yeah.
like roll his ankle or something, step on
Yeah.
him by accident.
Flex your cocks.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Fletcher's cock joke in a while.
Yeah. No. But like, listen, if Marcus Mariota's starting any game, we're in trouble. So like,
Yep.
he's a backup quarterback. Like all these people that are so like, and it's great that our biggest concern is a backup quarterback. Like right now,
I don't know if
like,
that's the biggest. I don't know if
that's the
concern.
biggest. It's the biggest thing being talked about right now.
Well, that's because it's quarterback and people have their cock all over.
No, the
Nick
biggest
Foles.
concern is they need a punter. They,
No,
do
you know
not-
what?
They cut Legatron, right?
they did cut him.
Yeah, Sippis.
Yeah, they need a. That's my worry. They need a punter.
So mysterious how like 2 years ago, the first 6 weeks of the season, he was their best player.
Yeah.
Punter. And then from like week 7 to today, he's been their worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
No,
It wasn't Sipas.
I thought it was 2 years ago.
No.
They brought him in.
No, Sipas was a.
No, it was the other
it
Australian
his
dude. It
first
was,
year. Yeah, it was his other. Yeah,
Was it?
Sipas is last year. First year was last year.
it was a different Australian dude. What was his name?
But you're right, Dom. Whoever it was, he was their best player. They were talking about him being a Pro Bowler.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out. Hold on.
No, Sippis has been here since 2021.
Maybe
He was
it
on the
before.
practice squad in 2021. They got him from Detroit. I'm pretty
Right.
sure.
That was in 2020.
Oh, was it?
January 13th, Sippis signed with the Eagles. Made his debut on the 12th of September 2021 against Atlanta.
Who was their punter in 2020?
This damn COVID messed everything
It
up.
really does.
You crunch all these years together.
Yeah.
It was
It's like life-
it was the kid from Ohio State, Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, Cameron
Yeah.
Johnson. I was going to swear they had another Australian dude at one point, didn't they?
That's Cameron Johnson.
I could be
Yeah,
wrong. Oh,
he's-
is he Australian?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Sippis was like he was like, because they started off horrible in 2020. Well, not started off horrible, but like, remember that year they hardly made the playoffs and they lose to Tampa in the playoffs. They got
Yeah,
crushed.
that was
It was like the first 6 weeks, Sippis was like the only positive, and then he sucked, and then the team just turned around.
Yep.
No, No, it's just like, and I don't know. I think the biggest thing being talked about right now is like everybody's worries is like the backup quarterback, and like,
Well, again,
listen,
I think it has a lot to do with like people are so in love with Nick Foles that like everybody's talking about. Oh,
yeah,
Nick
but it's
Foles
not just
is
Nick
still out
Foles
there.
though. It's not just Nick Foles. Like this, and I agree with that. I do agree with you. Like a lot of people are saying that, but I don't think it's stemming from like, oh, Nick Foles is available. I think it's more like, oh, Mariota's so bad that we need Nick Foles. Like that's what I think it is, and. Like I've heard Carson Wentz being brought up.
Yep.
I've heard like
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is so cooked, it's not even funny. Like what are we're gonna bring Philip Rivers back like the Niners were like gonna try to do for the Super Bowl if they beat us? Like
No,
come on.
I think I mean, who would you rather have, Matt Ryan or Tanner McKee be your backup quarterback?
I'm rolling with Kiki. I'm rolling with Mariota over Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Listen, if anybody is in the game, we have an issue. Like other than Jalen Hurts.
But yeah, but we also said the same thing about Nick Foles in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, but Nick Foles is probably the greatest backup quarterback ever.
We
We're up
didn't-
there.
Did we think that at the time, though? I don't think we thought that at the time.
No, but
It's until after he had the great run and everything. That's
No,
when
but-
people
but
were
it-
like,
but it-
he's
but
the
at
greatest
least-
backup
But
ever.
at least Nick Foles had like decent games before that in his career. Where like
Sure,
Mariota hasn't looked decent since like
it
2015.
was like second or third year. Yeah.
So, but again, like this isn't me crushing Mariota either. Like
He hasn't looked good,
he's
though,
a
to be
backup
honest. He's been-
quarterback.
yeah.
But I also think it's because we're not seeing the guys play. Like if Jalen Hurts would have
Sure.
went out and played the first quarter, are we talking about Mariota? Probably
Right.
not. We're
Right,
probably
exactly.
shutting the TV off after Jalen.
Totally
Hurts
agree.
is done
Totally
after
agree.
the first quarter.
It's like it's in people, and I understand like we have to be prepared for Hurts to miss 1 or 2 or 3 games every year because
It's the way he plays. Just the way he
Exactly.
plays. Yeah.
But it's like we're talking about a backup quarterback here. Like 2 years ago, we had Joe Flacco as a backup quarterback. Like,
Oh, God, I
like
forgot
there
about
are
that.
like there are
Jesus.
maybe 3 good backup quarterbacks. What are you gonna do? You can't just go out and say like, you know what, I want that guy. Like we're just gonna bring him in. Like it doesn't work like that.
Who would you rather hold on? Who would you rather have be a backup? Marcus Mariota, Gardner Minshew, Danny Dimes.
Well, 2 of
I'm
them
kidding
are
with
backup
Danny
quarterbacks.
Dimes. I'm kidding with Danny Dimes. I know. I was
No,
kidding.
I'd probably have Minshew over Mariota.
Minshew. Okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that's probably
and-
fair.
and you guys know me. I don't think Minshew is anything close to what you guys do. But I say that jokingly. But
Yeah.
no, Minshew actually might be the best backup quarterback in the league, or the second, whatever it is.
Okay,
Like,
sure, yeah.
but that's the thing. There's only 3. Like, there's only like 3 legit backup quarterbacks in the league, and like they're valuable. Like, they're not just gonna go out and trade for like, a backup quarterback like that. Like, it's just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know. They have before, I guess, but
No, there's no way. Mariota, they signed him to too big of a deal.
no, yeah, absolutely. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
no,
like they've gone
yeah.
out and they've traded for Gardner Minshew to be their backup quarterback. Like, it's just they don't like
No, I don't-
like teams are not looking to trade their backup quarterbacks because like they're there to be their backup quarterbacks in case like.
Right now, the only time really quarterbacks move in the preseason is if there's an injury to a starter and
Sure.
the team gets desperate and trades for somebody's backup. Like that's the only way that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking
Well, they
of
traded for
trade,
Minshew in training camp, didn't they?
I
Last year or the year before?
think it
Did
was
they?
the year before, and I think it was like right after
I don't remember.
like week 2
I'll look it
of
up.
the preseason.
Okay,
Right,
It definitely
okay.
was in the preseason.
okay. I feel like it doesn't happen all that often. I mean,
No,
I'm
it
wrong.
doesn't.
Yeah. Speaking of trades, how do we feel about maybe? I don't necessarily think it's the smartest move in the world, but there's a chance the Eagles could possibly have a Taylor Swift backfield. Jonathan Taylor. What do
didn't
we
think of that.
Yeah. What do we
Listen-
think? Jonathan Taylor.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm out on that.
Me too.
You'd have to give up the first round picks for next
Probably,
year. Yeah.
I saw maybe Kenny Gainwell and a second to maybe
I
get
would
that
do
done.
that.
You would do that?
I hate
But-
game.
Do you
Well,
really?
because he's a receiver. That's why
Yeah.
he's not a running back. But
I'm afraid they're not going to use Gainwell in the role that he's supposed to be used in.
So I want to go back to Gainwell, but I want to talk about Jonathan Taylor first.
Yeah, go for
So my biggest concern with Jonathan Taylor is like it's everything that the Eagles are against. paying running backs. Like,
Right.
they literally just let Miles Sanders walk for the same price of paying the 4 guys that they have on the roster now.
The reason I'm against going to get Jonathan Taylor is the way this team is currently constructed. Like, there's so many weapons on the receivers, Brown, Smith, Goddard, and then there's so many running backs. Like, you don't need a bell cow like Jonathan Taylor. You really don't.
But that was my argument for DeAndre Hopkins 3 months ago. When you wanted DeAndre Hopkins, though.
There's difference between free agent and trading for. If Jonathan Taylor was a free agent and wouldn't cost you anything, sure,
Okay.
go out
Fair.
and get it. If it's not gonna cost you a first round pick, DeAndre Hopkins is different because it's just money. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but it's still the same argument though. Like
Sure,
all these weapons,
Yeah.
I can understand what you're saying though.
Yeah, but talk about Gainwell. What are your thoughts?
So I think he's a receiver. I think they have him playing running back. I think it's so funny that all these people. This is the second or third year in a row that everybody's coming in training camp saying like Gainwell's got all the carries. Gainwell's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy.
Well,
and then the Eagles are going to come out and DeAndre Swift.
Well, the
It's
thing that's
gonna be
concerning me
Penny.
about that is that Gainwell hasn't had any carries at all in preseason, has he? Like, hardly.
I don't know about
any?
preseason. Yeah,
Like preseason, he's just not playing, which means he's like first or second on the depth chart running back.
but
Which
he's
is
got
crazy
like
to me.
he's got like triple the carries in training camp, and everybody's like, "It's Gainwell's year. It's Gainwell's year. It's Gainwell's year." This happened last year too, when everybody was saying it's Gainwell's going to be the guy. Yeah, they're saving Swift because Swift has injury history. It's going to be DeAndre Swift and Penny, my opinion. I think Sermon gets cut. I think, or at least goes. I don't know if can he go to the practice squad?
Yeah.
Is he still eligible? He might go to the
Is he
practice
really?
squad.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He might go to the practice squad, but it's going to be Penny and Swift, and Gainwell. I think those, and Scott. I think those are the 4 running backs.
I haven't loved what I saw from Penny so far in preseason. I think he's been okay.
Listen,
he doesn't have that offensive line blocking for him.
That's fair. Yeah.
Once
and it's
paving the
preseason.
lane-
Yep.
And it's preseason. Like
Totally.
once we get to the regular season, like the guy's gonna do what he does. He averages 6 yards a carry. I mean,
Real quick,
if he can stay healthy.
It's hard to call it the big news of the week, but one of the storylines of the week, Miles Jack hangs it up. Kind of came out of nowhere. It feels like. Is this just a guy realizing, I guess I don't have it anymore?
Yeah, I guess he realized he wasn't going to play. It might have been the way they set up the contract, where it was like he probably you weren't going to get any more money if anything, or if you didn't make the team. So he's like, no, I'm not going to put my body through that.
Is he really that cooked? Like he's not that old. He's 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, but
He's
at
a lot of
linebacker-
tackles in his life. Yeah,
yeah, linebacker,
a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah,
I guess. Just seems
It-
so young. To
It's
call it quits.
it's a lot of head stuff. It's a lot of body stuff. He had 100 tackles last year, like over 100 tackles. Like
Yep.
he's got a lot of wear and tear, and
plus they're not giving him the mic either. Like he's not getting the middle linebacker. That's Jacoby.
Yep.
So playing that outside linebacker, like all I know is like from when I played high school football is like you're getting blindsided,
which is basically the same as the NFL.
You're getting blindsided all the time. Is what I'm saying. Like you
No,
have no clue who's
Yeah,
coming,
totally.
where
Yep.
you've got guards pulling. You're done. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
your
I
body
just
hurts.
I don't know. I'm a little I'm not gonna say I'm concerned about the linebacker position because I
I
don't
was
know
about to say
how not important, but I think if you have one guy, and again, I know Dean hasn't had a great training camp, and that's the thing is I think training camp is so weird too because you see guys who don't have good training camps, and then once the regular season starts and they get to play football, like it's a different animal, and they're so much better. It's like the combine, like these guys who do really good at the combine but can't like play the game. It's the opposite effect of some guys. I'm hoping that's him. But like I don't know. They use 2 linebackers. Like they don't use 3-4 linebackers like they used to back in the day. So like,
Yeah.
if Dean is the guy that can get sideline to sideline, like maybe
I'm
they
a little
who's another linebacker they have?
Cunningham that they signed, and then who's the other guy? They have a
The
third
middle
guy.
linebackers.
Christian Ellis.
Is it
Yeah,
Ellis?
true. Okay.
The kid from Brandon Morrow.
Brandon Morrow. Okay.
My concern is that there just doesn't seem like to be a whole lot of depth there, and I think they are putting a lot of trust and a lot of faith in Kobe Dean panning out. Like I think they're kind of all the eggs are in Nakobe Dean.
So here's my thing. I don't think that it's so much Nakobe Dean panning out. It's that if Jalen Carter and the rest of them pan out up front, you don't have to have great linebackers. They just have to swoop in and make a tackle.
I agree with that, but I think Dean can be a great linebacker. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I'm not going to sit here. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not arguing you. I'm arguing the other people that are saying, like, Nakobe Dean's having a horrible, like, training camp. He can't stay on the field, this, that, and the other. Like, he seems like a guy that, like, when the game is actually played, when it's time to lace up and put the pads on, like, it's so much different than just running drills.
He's gained speed. He's not gonna wow anybody in practice.
Dude, but that's the thing is he wowed us last year when he was in special teams and like when at the end of the year when he got a little bit of playing time here and there, like we were like, holy shit, like Dean had, what was that one game? He had like a bunch of tackles. Didn't he have like 9 tackles or something last year in one game? And we were like, holy shit, like this guy is gonna be he could be a star. Like I just think when it's time to play, like he's Tennessee. Just one of those guys.
When they played
Tennessee. He's just one of those guys. When it's time to play, he'll perform.
Yeah, and when you have a good front 4 or 5, it's only gonna make him look better.
And I kind of want to go back to the Jalen Carter thing too. I think this dude is going to be special.
I'm trying to pull up the clip now. Did you see what Darius Slay said about him?
No.
All right, let me pull this up here.
So really quick.
Slay said a couple things recently. Did you hear what he said about Devontae Smith, Slay?
No.
He is when are people going to realize that Devontae Smith is the best receiver in football? Or the best route runner, he might have said. He might have said the best route runner.
If he had 20 pounds on him, he might be the best receiver in the league. He's up there.
Yeah.
He's already great.
I have this clip here. I'll play it.
Man, them dogs, them Georgia dogs, them 2 boys out there, them boys grown man. And I know y'all heard a report about Jalen Carter, man, breaking the sled. I'm talking about Buddy is strong, man. You know, I'm not going to compare him to who I want to compare him to, but
Aaron Donald.
I've been around a lot of great D tackles. I've been around Sue, Loli Nada, Fletcher Cox himself, you know, Javon Hargrave. I've been around a great group of guys that play the D tackle, man, and I'm trying to tell you here, Jalen Carter, man, this kid is just very, very dominant, man. He's very physical, quicker than what you think, and stronger than how he look. You know what I'm saying? So he look like a baby rhino. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a baby rhino and then you just...
I have not.
He's crazy, and I'm talking about
Darius.
pushing folks back, man. You can ask Lane Johnson, man. Lane Johnson said it himself, one of the best tackles in the game. Said this guy is ready to play right now and ready to take control of the game right now. He's a game changer. I know y'all saw his first play against the Baltimore Ravens. He only had 1 play, I think, and
2,
quick out the line.
Close enough.
Quarterback hurry, almost got a sack, 3rd down stop. That's what I need. That's a DB dream. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cover long. So if they doing their job good, my job gonna be good. So I know we kind of help each other off and off, but I want them to win way more than I have to win because I get tired fast. I gotta chase a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So they go about 2 or 3 yards and have 600 pounds on them. That's really a big problem. But 600 pounds don't look no problem to him. I'm not lying. I done seen him get double teamed in practice and he getting them both off of him like he just strong, cop diesel strong. And it's crazy that this man fell to a Super Bowl team last year, you know, that went to the Super Bowl last year.
There you go.
Talk
about Jalen Carter.
I am so excited to see Carter play. I remember I was in an airport when, Mike, I think you texted us in the group chat and said, like, all right, you have the 10th, or what did they have, the 10th pick and they move up to 9?
Yep.
Yeah. So you have the 10th pick. Who are you taking? And this was right after all the stuff that was coming out with Jalen Carter. And I think we all agreed, like, dude, if he's there at 10, like, or you have to move up a couple spots, like, he's worth it. And I'm so excited to see him play.
Absolutely, 100%. Same.
He might be my next jersey. Actually, I did get a Kelly Green jersey finally.
Did you? Who'd you get?
Yes,
Lane?
I got Hurts.
Kelsey Hurts. Oh, okay, Hurts.
I already have a Kelsey Midnight Green Super Bowl jersey, like from the
Okay, I feel like I don't see many
2017,
people rock.
2018.
I feel like I don't see many people rock Lane Johnson jerseys. Why is that?
I thought about it. I thought about maybe Lane, but I was like, you know what?
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, absolutely. I decided to go Hurts. And then I think maybe around Christmas, I might get the
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter if he's
Love
you
that.
know he pans out in white. I want to get white. I've never had a white Eagles jersey.
Dude, I would love
Okay.
a Blankenship if he starts to fan out.
Blankenship.
Yeah.
Really?
If
what
he
you're-
pans out, that's the dude I'm cheering for.
Blankenship.
I will go. I will out myself here. I think at the end of the year last year, towards the playoffs, I said, or maybe it was going into this year, the offseason, I said I think he stinks, and
You
I don't
did.
think he's
You're
going to
not
be
a
any
big-
good.
You're not a big fan.
And you both said like, oh, I don't know if he stinks. I think he's legit. Blah.
It's all flashy.
We'll see. I'm starting to come around on him a little bit from the things I'm reading, the things I'm seeing. Again, it's like Mike likes to say, and I agree with it. It's gym shorts and a jersey like right now.
Jim
So,
Schwartz or Jim
Gym
Schwartz?
shorts and a jersey. Definitely not Jim Schwartz. But when week 1 rolls around, we're gonna have to see. But I'm open.
I mean,
I'm open-minded.
He destroyed Debo Samuel last year.
No, he can hit. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm-
he can
that,
hit.
that was never the thing with me. I just
Can
said,
he cover?
okay, he can. Yeah, he can only hit. Like that was my argument. But he picked off Deshaun like 3 times last week. So, yeah, I'm just saying I'm open minded. Let's see.
Well, that dude loves to give his balls away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a,
Did you
terrible
guys see
dude.
the report that they may be wearing those things on their helmet, like in the next couple of years, like in the games?
in preseason or like
No, in like the actual games.
really?
Yeah, just to help with the concussions.
They should just get
Don't-
better helmets. Like
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say
they have the option.
Stefan
Like
Evans.
Yeah, might as well flag football. Like
Yeah, I hate that though.
no, I agree, and it's I'm being a little facetious there, but like how I wonder what like the science is like how that would affect play. How much safer are they? Like I'm sure they're
Remember-
a lot safer, but like will it slow players down? Right? Like that like how much will it affect?
well, it doesn't
I
add any
think they
weight.
said-
I don't
I
think.
think they said only the linemen would be wearing it.
because they're
in the games.
smashing each other, smashing heads into
But-
each other.
But remember last year when like because these really got popular like last year or two. Remember
Couple years,
last
yeah.
year? Remember last year?
Concussions
They-
were up.
Yeah, they had like 4. Eagles had like 4 concussions. The Kelsey, Mailata, like 4 of their 5 or 4 of the 5 starting linemen had concussions. in training
Hot
camp.
take, and listen, I'm no doctor or scientist.
No, you're not.
And I don't design these helmets, and I don't know any sort of study. But here's might be a hot take. I think the helmets are too good. I think they're too strong. They're too heavy. Like obviously they didn't do a lot of research into concussions back in the fucking 20s, 30s, and 40s. But like I don't know how many concussions there were back in those days when they had leather helmets or no helmets at all. I think the helmets are too big. They're too hard. Like it's just you're smashing. Listen, I'm serious. You're
I mean,
smashing. You're smashing.
That's as
20-pound
innovative.
helmets
It's as innovative as a 12-year-old throwing against Bryce Harper.
Well, you could actually, but that's measurable, right? Because you can measure the amount of concussions in football versus rugby.
together. Right? Yeah,
And
exactly.
see what that.
Yeah,
that looks
I
like.
I think they're too heavy. Like,
I just
can't
don't
be
think
good for
they
the
have the
brain
right-
getting 20-pound helmets smashing against each other.
I just don't think they have the right stuff inside of them. so.
What, the helmets?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Like,
should.
I think
They've been
they-
working
I
on
think
these
they need-
helmets for years though. Like
They should put jelly beans in there.
There you go, that's a
I've
good
heard
idea.
I've heard that
get
there
a little
are
hungry during the middle of the
helmets.
game, grab one.
I have read that there are helmets that are much safer, but they for some reason they can't or won't like switch to them. Again, that's just something I read. I don't know how like true
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, maybe that's true, but if there's a safer option, the NFL is going to look into it because they're so afraid.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of is going to sound terrible. I don't know how much they're afraid of like people
No,
getting
they're
CTA.
afraid of losing money.
They're afraid of getting sued.
We're losing money.
Yes, or losing money. Like they're afraid of the money. They don't care about these guys getting
No.
CTA in 5, 10,
Not,
20
no
years.
shot.
They don't give a flying fuck.
They actually
They-
loved it. They probably loved it last year when Antonio Brown
Went
walked
fucking
off the
nuts.
field. Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably loved that. That
Yep.
got streamed so many times.
Yep. Giant soap opera. At least it's not the NBA. That's a whole nother issue.
Well, yeah, this is a perfect segue.
Perfect. We got about 10 minutes left of the show. Do you want to rant about James Harden and the 76ers? Go ahead.
Dom?
Oh, me? You want me to do it?
Well, we did a lot of it last week when you were off.
Yeah, but we have more information now.
What's the more information?
that-
missed?
James
that-
Harden will not be reporting to practice now, and that the
Yeah, we had to assume that.
and well, no, they said last week that he would report. Now he's saying he's not, and now they're saying. Did you hear today? They said
Yeah.
James Harden said he was talking about that the liar that he isn't about the contract that he was supposed to get. It was that
He
they
was
were
going to get
supposed
traded
to trade
immediately.
him as soon as he got signed, opted in this year.
James Harden's a fucking loser. Like, I think it's kind of known.
Listen, I
And now they're
you
getting
want to talk about
investigated,
liars?
too, by the way.
You want to talk about liars? My mom used to tell me she didn't have money and she had like $40 in her purse. So like everybody lies. Like get the fuck over it. Like
I just my point last week was like, there's no guarantees in sports. If you wanted that contract, or you wanted to get traded, or you felt you were owed something,
True.
go out there and perform against the Celtics.
also too, I still don't think he's gonna be here. Like I still think they're gonna trade him. I think that they're doing all this bullshit to try to get like more, because I think they only have
They're not
one
getting
real
anything.
offer.
They're not
They only
getting
have one real offer.
And I don't even know if that's on the table anymore. If you're the who's
It absolutely is.
what?
No, it
Is
absolutely
on
is.
the-
If you called the Clippers and said we'll do that deal that you originally like you asked for, they'll do it in a heartbeat.
Their leverage has gone down so much. The Sixers, the Celtics might offer them a second round pick, and the Sixers probably take it. Or not the Celtics. The who was it? Clippers.
Clippers?
Probably offer them a second round pick, and they'll probably take it.
Nah.
Because what leverage do they have?
My so he came out and said listen, I dissected it a little bit here.
Okay.
So
Love
he comes
that.
out, he's in China last week, and he said you know, there's no, like, he lied to me, there's no way I'm coming back, blah blah blah. And then they
Which
asked
is a
him,
weird
do
place
you
to
think
drop this bomb. By
yeah
the way.
yeah
It's a very
do
odd
you
place.
think that there's any way that like that you could repair this relationship? And he paused and said, you know, I don't think so. And the way he said it was like I think he either plays for the Sixers this year, or like I don't think he's gonna. I think when the season comes around, there's gonna be enough there for him to say, all right, I'll come back in play, or he gets traded. I think that the Sixers have this to where they only have one offer right now, and they're trying to get more. They're trying to see if they could get more. They probably can't, but I just, you know.
I think that there's a chance Daryl Morey isn't here at the beginning of the season.
I think it's too late though.
Yeah, I think it's too late too for that.
Maybe they do say, maybe that's how they do bring Harden back. Maybe they do say, all right, Daryl Morey, like, but he's got too much respect around the league and in this franchise, like in this for this team, like for them to be like, all right, you know, you're out. Like,
yeah, but
I don't think they'll throw him to the Wolves.
Well,
I don't think they'll throw him to the Wolves 3 weeks before the season starts or whatever.
like Embiid made a comment about him recently too, though, right? Didn't he say something or
Did he? I missed
back
those.
James
comments.
Harden?
So PJ Tucker backed James Harden, and Embiid took everything off of his socials, like trust the processing,
Yep.
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 Like he took Philadelphia out of his thing. I'm
Why
not
are
worried
NBA
about. I'm not
players
worried
such
about.
children.
And they're sticking up for their former. They're sticking
It's
up
all
for their
social
for their,
media.
For
and,
their,
I unfollowed someone. I took such shit off my bio. Like they're just
because it's got
children,
you talking about it. That's why.
I guess. They're fucking.
But-
they're fucking immature children.
Yeah, but all the sports.
My
do this.
five,
Like,
my 5 and 3-year-olds are more mature than these. NBA
I'm not
players.
disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you, it's because they get your attention. That's how they get your attention.
I guess, yeah.
So, they're gonna stick up for their teammate, but like I'm not worried about Embiid not like wanting to play. Like I told you guys this earlier in the offseason, like I would not be shocked if either they trade Harden for not as much as we'd like, and they just or he doesn't show up. Like I am so prepared for this team to be Embiid and Maxey, and then them like make it as like a 5 or 4 seed and like lose in the second round again, and then next year like pushing for other players. Like that's what I think, you know, is the idea right now. You know, you can't really if you can't trade Harden for bigger players right now, then like what else are you gonna do? You gotta give the ball to Maxey, right?
Yeah.
But then what do you do? Just keep Harden just at home? Just
Ben Simmons did it.
I get
Good, don't play.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets fined, right?
He probably gets fined,
Probably doesn't get paid.
right? Because it's not a mental illness,
All right. Yeah.
like Ben Simmons. But yeah, no, fine, stay home. Great.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying like the Sixers are sitting here saying
and
like
if he does that, the extra year gets added on those deals. So like,
Yes.
it's not like he becomes a free agent in a year if he sits
And
out.
he's 35. Like it's not,
Right.
he's not
Yeah.
28.
Right.
So James Harden is the only one losing in the situation. Like the Sixers are confident enough going out there and saying like, all right, we're confident maxing Embiid. Like we might not win this year, but if we tell Joel like, look, Harden's not showing up. Like we wanted to bring him back. We tried to bring him back. Like he's not he's not showing up. So it's you and Maxey now. And like we might not win anything. We might not though. But next year we'll retool and we'll go after whoever we have to go after.
Yeah, you're gonna need to a guy like Springer to have just a gigantic climb in order for him to be anything.
Or Tobias to be Tobias.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by being anything? Do you mean making the playoffs, or do you mean in the playoffs? Because they could be
Well,
the 4
what
seed
it
with
does-
just those two guys. Like the regular NBA regular season is so different.
Well, it depends on what you think their expectation is. I mean, is it still make the playoffs and who gives a shit what happens after that? Is
I think it- I
Eastern
think-
Conference finals. Like,
I think
what do you think?
no
the
matter
expectation is?
no matter what, as long as Joel Embiid's on this roster, it's always going to be, championship
Title
or
contender.
bust.
Yeah, I agree.
So, right, but my point is behind the scenes. I think they're saying like, Joel, like if Harden's not going to show up, it's on him. We want him back. Like we signed him to that 1 year deal or whatever it was. Like he opted in. Like we wanted him to opt in. So like he's not here. So they'll make the playoffs as a top 4 seed. Like they're good enough. Like regular season basketball is so much different. It's so
even
it's
with
more.
Harden,
It's
weren't,
more.
weren't they a 4 or 5 even with Harden?
There were 3 this
Were
year.
they 3? I thought there were 4. Okay.
No, there were 3. So right, there were 3. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Boston and or Milwaukee was one. Boston did. We were 3.
Right. Yeah.
So I just think they're gonna sit there and say like we're gonna try it. We'll get to the playoffs as a higher seed, but it ain't gonna happen. And Harden fucked you over. Like that's the way they're gonna spin it to him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like I don't think
guys-
Springer has to come out and drop 50 every night for them to get to the playoffs. Like sure
No,
in the
no,
playoffs.
yeah, I was gonna say once you get to the playoffs though, like.
But that was my
maybe what their
question
expectation is.
that was my question. Are you talking about regular season or the playoffs? Like,
The
and my
playoffs.
point is, yeah, but if Tobias is your number 3 and Springer is, you need so much from Springer, like
Yeah, but we've seen Tobias as the number 3. It doesn't work out.
right, but it's not Tobias's fault. It's not anybody's fault except James Harden that Tobias will be the number 3 this year. He opted in and won't show
Sure,
up.
No, totally. No, I agree with that. But I think
But-
in order for this team to
I
get
think
where they want them to, you're gonna need big guys. You're gonna need guys like
Right, but what I'm saying is if Springer's supposed to have that big year, they're going to go in the playoffs. Game 1 of the first series, they're going to tell Joel like, "Listen, man, it ain't happening this year." Like,
yeah.
it's Jordan Springer's. If you're relying on Jordan Springer, we're in trouble. Like, he might be a good player.
You don't,
Don't
even
get
know
me
his
wrong.
name. Jordan's not even his name.
What's his name? I don't even know his name. Jalen, whatever it is, Jaden Springer, whatever.
Yeah.
Because Doc Rivers never played him. So like, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they will make the playoffs, but it's once they make the playoffs and James Harden isn't here, I don't think it's gonna be like Joel's like playoffs or I'm out of here, or like championship or I'm out of here, because they're going to tell him like, listen, man, it ain't this year. We're gonna retool next year because Harden fucked you over. Like that. That's what I think it is. That's just
That's
because
just
let's
the
be
way it
honest,
is.
Harden fucked him over. I don't know why he's. And I don't disagree with him. Like we're like, why are they sticking up for him? I'm just telling you that they stick up for their fellow teammates.
No, I get
James-
sticking up for your fellow teammate. I just think the way they go about it, like it's the
Right.
social media thing is.
But-
I don't know.
But
Result
well, that's
children.
their way of
Yeah.
putting it out there for you to listen. But like, Harden fucked you over. Like he wants to leave you. Like he does not want to come back here and play with you. I don't think he wants to play with Nick Nurse either. I don't think he's interested in that either.
When's the last time a guy of like James Harden's stature is so unhappy and disgruntled coming off of an MVP season from a teammate? Like, he's got an MVP on the roster, and he's like, I don't want to play here.
Well, because I think in the last few years, I think he's really found the urge to win more than ever before,
Harden.
but not enough. Yeah. And I think we've had those discussions before. Like, I think since he went to Brooklyn, he's said, okay, like I'm gonna kind of take a little bit of a backseat scoring.
You think he's got a better chance with the Clippers than the Sixers? Like, you think that's what he thinks?
Yeah.
Because if his Clippers are bust, like that, and you think he
Probably.
wants to
Well,
win
but,
so
but he's
bad.
also from there. Like he wants to go home too. Like that's. I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. I'm just telling you why. That's another reason why he wants to go to the Clippers.
Right.
Is because that's his home. Like he's from LA, so like, maybe that's what he does think. You know.
Yeah.
I see. I think they may have a better all around roster. The Clippers. I think Joel Embiid's better than anything they have, but I think they have so much depth, like better depth. At least last year they did. Maybe he just said he thinks he's the missing piece, and he may or may not be. I don't know, but yeah, I think maybe he thinks I have a way better chance of going out there and winning. Plus, I don't think he wants to play with Nick Nurse, so I think that's really where it stems from.
Why though? What's the reason for that?
Because he's a hard ass. He's not a player's coach, really. He's gonna tell you if you're fucking up. Like, no, you can't go to Vegas.
I don't want the guy on my team then.
Right, I'm not
Guy who
disagreeing
can't
with
be
that.
coached, I don't want that guy on my
I'm not disagreeing with that. But I'm just saying I
Things
think
have been way too comfortable under Doc Rivers that it's time they got somebody in here that's gonna bang some heads.
yeah, no, right. Well, that was
That's
the
point.
discussion
Yeah,
3
no, I
months
get
ago.
you. Yeah,
Right.
Sure, totally.
Right. So I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I think it stems from okay, you're gonna bring Nick Nurse in, then then I kind of just don't want to be here. Put me in the spot because who's the coach for the Clippers? Is it still Ty Lue?
I'm not sure to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it might be. So, a former player, I know
It
he's
is Tyler. Yep.
yeah. I think he does a little bit of both. I think he's a little bit of a hard ass, but also a player's coach. So
Did he
I don't know.
coach LeBron? Was it in Cleveland? Was it Cleveland? Yeah.
Yep. I think it might have been the year they won.
He did win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys got anything else before we get out of here?
Nope.
A little long one tonight, but listen, it was well overdue. Three of us back together.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it was a fun show. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. What time did you have something?
No, I was just gonna say if anybody's listening, that I need you people to sign up for this fantasy league.
Oh,
I need John, I need Jason, I need Joe, and I need one more person. Isaac.
We'll send out another reminder. Speaking of which, I forgot to tease it this week. We'll be doing the same thing we did last year, the Fired Up Survivor Pool.
Yes.
So if you don't know how Survivor Pool works, you pick a winner each week. You can only pick, a team once. Once you pick them, you can't use them the rest. One loss, and you're out. Last one standing gets a Fired Up shirt from our store. A little bit of a giveaway there, so go check that out. I'm signed up. Donmir signed up. Chris,
I gotta sign up.
Yep. So, we're going to get out of here. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Like us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or X, or whatever the fuck it's called now. And YouTube, Twitch. We're everywhere. And fireupsports.com as well. We'll see everybody next Monday. See you then.